Hello everybody, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Danrvdtree2000 on Xbox Live, and we're back again with some more WWE predictions. And it's time for the money in the bank. As Money in the Bank is a yearly tradition pay-per-view where two lucky people will get a chance to win the Money in the Bank. One lucky guy will win the Money in the Bank, and one lucky woman will win the Money in the Bank. And we've had 16 out of 19 successful cash-ins, and we've had 3 failed attempts. And those 3 being Damien Sandow, Baron Corbin, and John Cena. But we had many successful cash-ins coming from this guy right here is one of them. And that is Daniel Bryan, who successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank against the Big Show to become World Heavyweight Champion. But Money in the Bank, yet again, he'll be facing Big Cass. And last time he faced Big Cass in a pay-per-view, he made Big Cass tap out like a little bitch. And Big Cass claims that he tapped out not because Daniel Bryan was making him submit. Oh no, he wanted to tap out so that he could add some more punishment after the match, in which, technically speaking, I think he did. So, and if you guys are not familiar with my predictions, then this is how it goes. I make predictions of who I think is going to win, which is basically who WWE have booked to win, and who I want to win, which is my own personal opinion. So, let's get these predictions out of the way and get them from the Money in the Bank. Who do I think is going to win this matchup? I think it'll be Big Cass. Just because it'll make the feud continue a little bit more, and Daniel Bryan's already beaten Big Cass. But who do I want to win? Daniel Bryan! Daniel Bryan! Yeah, I want Daniel Bryan to win this match. But we shall see what happens at Money in the Bank. Let's go on to, with that being said, let's go on to the next match. And the next match is the Intercontinental Championship match, as Seth Rollins defends his title against Elias. Seth Rollins has been the Intercontinental Champion since WrestleMania, and since winning the championship at WrestleMania in a triple threat match where he defeated the former Intercontinental Champion The Miz and Finn Balor. And now it's Money in the Bank. Let's see if it can win get another successful title defense under his belt. No pun intended. So this all came about after Elias attacked Seth Rollins from behind with the guitar a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, and setting up a feud between Elias and Seth Rollins, and now he's defending the title. No number one contendership match earned by Elias or anything, and I'm kind of pissed off with the way that the championship belts are being given to rivals these days, and we're not having at least make it look like, even if with the attack from behind, at least make him earn the chance to face the champion. I'll get back to that later on. But yeah, Elias, who do I think is going to win this matchup? I think it'll be Elias. And I think Elias is going to win the championship here and win his first ever singles championship in the WWE. Who do I want to win? I want Seth Rollins to retain here. I want Seth Rollins to retain the championship and keep that Intercontinental Championship around his waist at least until SummerSlam. That is who I want to win this match. This could go backwards or forwards all night, but in the end, I just think it'll be Elias winning the match somehow. and get maybe going for the injured neck that he's been having over the last week or so. But yeah, with that being said, next match. Well, WWE love throwing their random feuds about, don't they? So they can give their air. To be fair, I like the fact that they're giving people a chance to shine. But did they really bring Bobby Lashley back so that he can have a rivalry with Sami Zayn? I mean, seriously, we all know the real reason why Sami Zayn couldn't go to Saudi Arabia. Can't you just address that? That would have been a bit more of an interesting story instead of the whole Vertigo thing. But hey, they had to make it up a reason somehow, so, you know, I suppose the truth can stay a little bit under the carpet. A little bit, because it just doesn't make any sense. As that he's meant to be a heel at this point. So it wouldn't really make sense for a heel to be complaining about people not letting him in because of the whole ethnic thing. Whatever, yeah. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, Money in the Bank. Is it going to be a squash match where Bobby Lashley just squashes Sami Zayn, or will Sami Zayn be able to actually go toe-to-toe with Bobby Lashley? Why have they brought Bobby Lashley back? I don't know. To be honest, I know there's a lot of TNA fans that watched Bobby Lashley during the TNA run and say that he got more comfortable on the mic and promos and stuff, but quite frankly, it's just turning out to be the same Bobby Lashley as before, just with a different finisher and signature moves. So with that being said, who do I think is going to win? Bobby Lashley! Who do I want to see win this match? Sami Zayn. Because I would actually want to see Sami Zayn get more out of this. Because he's going nowhere, he's floating about. He was teaming with Kevin Owens, and he wasn't teaming with Kevin Owens. Now he was best friends with Kevin Owens, and he wasn't, and he is, and he hasn't. It's like, make up your fucking mind. Are you best friends with Kevin Owens? Are you running by yourself and you're doing tag team matches? It's like, what are you doing with Sami Zayn? Please let him get this victory so that I can at least say, okay, well done. I want to see him in a championship picture. A Continental Championship match would be nice to see him. I mean, he didn't do anything while he was on SmackDown, and he's not doing anything while he's on Raw. And, I don't know. I feel so sorry for him at this point in time. He's in this rough spot where it's just, he's higher than a mid-card, but he's below the talent. It's just like there. He's like in between. He's not in the main event, and he's not a jobber yet. He's just above the mid-carders, but below the main event status. Oh boy, Bobby Lashley's going to kill him. Next match. Next match is the tag team titles match, where the Bludgeon Brothers will defend their titles against their former Raw tag team champions, the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And will Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson get their second championship reign? And by winning the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships? No. As much as I want them to win, and that's my pick of the want, I think it'll be the Bludgeon Brothers coming out with the victory. I think it's going to be another one of those short matches where... Because, I think Luke Harper lost to Carl Anderson last week or a week before that. But other than that, the rivalry's just not there yet. It's just, again, to be fair, at least this time, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson won a number contendership match to face them. So, yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I like the whole, But again, there are some other matches on this card that they were just like picked, saying just because they're either rivals or they're just, you know, there's one that I'm going to get real ranty about in this whole thing, predictions. But yeah, there you go. I think it will be the Bludgeon Brothers, but I want the Good Brothers. So brothers versus brothers here. Boom! Next match. Roman Reigns is going to destroy him. Roman Reigns is going to destroy him. Jinder doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Do I even have to say it? Sorry, Jinder, but Superman punch, spear, pin, 1, 2, 3. That's the way it's gonna go. That's the way it's gonna be. I don't even have to pick who I want to win. I am never gonna pick I want Roman. It's probably gonna be a couple of times. A couple of times, then I'm gonna pick Roman to say I want him to win, but see, it's hard for me to say I want Jinder because I don't want Jinder. But I'm just gonna have to just go with Jinder at this point, just because I wanted to see him beat up Roman and win and humiliate him. That's the reason why I want him. But I think it'll be Roman. Because they just won't give up Roman Reigns. Even by trying to put him against a foreign heel, he will always fail. You gotta find some reason to cheer Roman. You put him up against Brock Lesnar. Didn't work. You put him up against Jinder. It ain't gonna work. Kevin Owens, you need to find someone that we hate more than Roman. Hell, even if you even tried to put him up against John Cena. It didn't work. So, you know, you're gonna have to give us one reason to be cheering Roman Reigns, which will never work. You could put him up against Vince McMahon at this point, and it still end up getting Vince McMahon cheered. Well, next match. Oh boy, here we go. The Red Team starts now. SmackDown Live Women's Champion Carmella is going to be facing Asuka. And did Asuka win a match to face the champion? No. Paige just said, hey, you know what? You got to defend your championship, but you're going to be facing Asuka. I'm like, seriously? I know you're the general manager, but there are plenty more women on the SmackDown Live roster that deserve a chance. You could have gave Asuka a match against Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, any of those people that have been, like, bragging to her. Because, you know, over the last few weeks, the Iconics and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville have actually been praising Carmella and the fact that she makes a good champion. She could have had matches against, like, hey, if you could beat Sonya Deville, you'll face Mandy Rose, and if you beat Mandy Rose, you can face Billy Kay, and if you defeat Billy Kay, you can face Patreon Royce, and if you defeat Patreon Royce, that's when you get to face Carmella for the championship. And we're back, and yeah, as I was saying, maybe they could have done something like that. But instead, no, Asuka gets just thrown into there to say, you know what, even though you lost at WrestleMania, even though you lost your first ever SmackDown Live appearance in a tag team match, I know technically it was a tag team match and Becky Lynch got pinned. Your team still lost down there, so you got 2 losses now. Under the amount of, I don't know how many wins you've got in. For the first time ever, someone has actually been recognised for their work on NXT. I mean, well, she's the first ever woman for what I've seen. Her work has been recognised from NXT. There's not many people on the main roster that get mentioned from that. Oh, the majority of the time they completely wipe their memories clean. It's like, hey, no, nothing happened on NXT. I mean, the only other person that got recognized was Kevin Owens. I mean, well, not recognized, but like, yeah, like Kevin Owens. I don't know. I'm losing my mind with this whole you just get picked nowadays. It's like someone's lined them all up and said, oh, well, you know, you're the most popular girl. Hey, you can have the championship shot. That's not how it works, damn it. That's how it shouldn't work, at least. Who do I think? Well, Money in the Bank, there's going to be a women's Money in the Bank matchup. And remember, Carmella won the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. Wink, wink. Charlesworth. I'm sorry. And became the Miss Money in the Bank. And of course, a couple of weeks ago, after WrestleMania, a couple of months ago, after the SmackDown Live after WrestleMania, she became Women's Champion. By cashing in her Money in the Bank against no other than the former champion, Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte Flair, I'll get to that in a minute, is in the Money in the Bank, Women's Money in the Bank matchup. And exactly so far to what I think is going to happen, what happened. Carmella cashed in. As soon as I said this, I think it's for Payback or other people use some of my predictions. I said, I think that Charlotte Flair should win Money in the Bank and cash in against Carmella. So after this matchup, I think they're going to have a new champion in not Asuka, but Charlotte, who will cash in against Carmella to get her payback. She's just holding the title just until Charlotte gets it back. She's thrown into the mix just because she's popular. We're going to think we're going to have a new champion. We're not going to see it happen. Carmella will win this match. As much as I would, if I'm going to have to go by it, to be honest, I actually want Carmella to win. And I think she's going to win. Asuka's just there. She's not going to win the championship. She's had a long reign as NXT Women's Champion. I don't think they're going to put the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on her and make her have a long reign like she did before, and then have to give it up because she's going to back to Japan. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to have to go on to the next match because this is blah 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 on too much. Here's another one that doesn't make any sense and I don't like it either. Once again, okay, fair enough, this one kind of makes sense. At a red carpet somewhere in the middle of the United States, I don't know where in take place, blah blah blah, we saw Nia Jax say, hey, you have your little famous little moment, but you don't have this. You don't have the Women's Championship. Why you would take the Women's Championship along somewhere like a red carpet, I don't know. Publicity, I don't know. Wrestling is my life. Yes, you got Dean Ambrose top. Let's get soon, Dean Ambrose. I'm pretty sure you're coming back soon. Yeah, this match is definitely making no sense because, like a month ago, after winning the championship and retaining the championship, I should say, against Alexa Bliss, and Nia Jax was going, don't be a bully, be a star. Then they turn her into a fucking bully type character, kind of. What the hell? You can't just have someone saying, don't be a bully, be a star, and have a turn face, and then go, actually, be a fucking bully, I am one of them. No! You can't do that, WWE. Yes, you can turn people face, and you can turn people heel, but at least have her face. I mean, for God's sake, she was kind of a face, had a face moment when she was concerned about the health of Natalia when she hurt her leg, but I think in a way Ronda Rousey was kind of the heel for saying, no, go away, you did the damage. It's like, no, she didn't. she landed awkwardly, and she's concerned about her own health and being. That's a true friend. That's a babyface thing to do. You telling someone to fuck off? That's a heel. Oh, I don't know. WWE's confusing. And Ronda Rousey, from being a retired MMA fighter, being in UFC all these years, suddenly coming to WWE. Oh dear. And then going straight to the top as main event status and facing the Raw Women's Champion. No, bollocks. Earn it yourself. You won your tag team match at WrestleMania with Kurt Angle against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Go through the structure. If you're gonna go raise up someone from MMA, make them go through the Raw Women's roster. Build her up to be as big and build both of them up to be like monster heels, not monster heels, but monsters. Even with Nia Jax being a babyface and Ronda Rousey being a babyface, they can still win, but in that monster type, like Braun Strowman. Make Ronda Rousey doesn't have to be big. She can still be like nasty. Build it up and say, look, I've gotten all these victories. I've beaten everyone on the roster except from you, Nia. But what did they do? No. They had Nia Jax walk up and say, hey, challenge you to a fight. Okay, challenge accepted. I'll also defend my title. Challenge accepted. That's not how you do things. A world championship boxer doesn't go to a random person that's in the box and it's just a random newbie and say, hey, I'll defend my title against you. Deal. And what happens? The newbie wins. Because, storyline wise, that's why I think Ronda Rousey is going to win here. I want Nia Jax to retain, but I don't like the way they are putting Nia Jax as this. Once she's admitted, 1 minute she's a babyface, the next minute she's a heel. Make up your minds. 1 minute she's concerned about people bullying her for her weight, the next minute she uses that weight for her advantage. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the next match before I break myself. And well, the next match is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. 4 women representing Raw. That would be Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Ember Moon, and Sasha Banks. And we got 4 women representing SmackDown. That is Becky Lynch, Naomi, Lana, and Charlotte Flair. Now, there's going to be loads of ladders being used as weapons in this match. Not as many as the men's Raw Money in the Bank match. There'll be more. I think there'll be more high-flying spots in this match used from ladders. Now, I'm going to go with a little bit of a direction and a little bit of a swerve direction from this prediction. I'm going to go for who I think from Raw. And who do I want from Raw? Who do I think from SmackDown? Who do I want from SmackDown? Who do I think overall should benefit? And who do I want? Or just who do I think and who do I want? And who do I think will benefit more? Right. Out of the 8, who do I think will benefit more? Ember Moon. She's just come from. She will benefit more just because she's just come back. She's come from NXT and to win the Money in the Bank. I think it just suits her. Suits her really well. Who do I think is going to win the whole thing? Charlotte Flair. Who do I want to see win the whole entire thing? Sounds crazy. Sounds really weird. Becky Lynch. Because I think they could easily see a heel turn after Charlotte becomes champion again. Somehow, some way. Imagine if that Combat Era escapes Money in the Bank without being cashed in against. Then, by defeating Asuka, and then instead of starting praises and around, said, hey, you know what, I beat Asuka, but Asuka lost to Charlotte, and which means I'm better than Charlotte, I'm better than Asuka, I'm better than everyone in this, every SmackDown Live And then Charlotte just says, hey, you said you're better than me, right? Why don't you prove it? Why don't you face me in a match at the next pay-per-view? Put the title on the line. Because that's how it goes nowadays. And she'll say yes, and she'll defend the title. Anyway, there'll be a feud between Carmella and Charlotte. Then somehow, some way, there'll be a feud. Whether it be after cashing in the Money in the Bank, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, there you go. That's my predictions for the women's Money in the Bank match. But I will go on to the next match. And now, speaking of the Money in the Bank line of match, we got the Raw. We got the men's Money in the Bank line of match. Speaking of the word Raw, I guess we got 4 from Raw and 4 from SmackDown, and those 4 from Raw are Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, and Kevin Owens. The other 4 are Rusev, The Miz, Samoa Joe, and 1 member of the New Day. Again, multiple predictions here. The person representing the New Day, that's my prediction, one of them. The person who I think is going to win, who I want to win, and one that's going to most benefit. So, the person from the New Day, who do I think it's going to be? I think it'll be Big E. Who do I want it to be? Kofi Kingston. Who do I think is going to be the winner of the entire thing? I'm going to say Braun Strowman. Who do I want to win? Who do I want to see win the Money in the Bank? Rusev. Who will benefit from the most? Finn Balor. There you go. That's my predictions. Ladders being broken, torn apart, Braun Strowman being beaten down by everybody else, and getting back up and winning the entire thing. Cashing in against Brock Lesnar at the next pay-per-view, or maybe at SummerSlam. We will find out. Very big people in this matchup. We got Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, The Miz, Rusev, Finn Balor, and a member of the New Day. Big matchup. As I said, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Rusev, all my picks who I think possibly are contenders winning this matchup. But yeah, that's championship opportunity for these people. And I'm back, and yeah, it's like to say, that's my predictions for this Money in the Bank match, and now I'm going to go on to a championship match, and that's the last one. But are we ever going to see the end of this rivalry? As AJ Styles will defend his WWE Championship once again against Shinsuke Nakamura! So, which one of these two will be out for? Well, count along with me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 count. As we will have our last man standing match. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, last man standing match. Oh, after the screwy finish after screwy finish after screwy finish, are we finally going to see the new champion in Shinsuke Nakamura? I think so. I personally think it's going to finally happen. As much as I want AJ Styles to win the championship and knock the artist down out for the 10 count, I think he'll just be Shinsuke Nakamura, finally getting the championship he deserves. I mean, it's a long time coming since we've had a new WWE champion. I mean, AJ Styles has had that championship for God knows how long. So it's about time we had a new champion. Whether after that, if a SmackDown superstar wins the Money in the Bank and cashes in his Money in the Bank against the winner of this match, we could probably see it happening. Because it is a last man standing match. And I can't see anyone defeating Brock Lesnar. So we might actually see a SmackDown Live Money in the Bank winner for the women's. Not certainly for the women, but for the men. Just because at least AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura are more easier to defeat than Brock Lesnar. Unless Braun Strowman wins, of course. And he can go and defeat Brock Lesnar, even though he's never beaten him yet. So there you go, that's my 4 predictions for Money in the Bank. A highly stacked card for Money in the Bank. No kickoff show match. Although I'm pretty sure it was meant to be the B Team versus Broken Man Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the leader of Worlds for Raw Tag Team titles. And if that happens, I'm going to have to say I think that the leader of Worlds will win, and I want them to win. But if it doesn't happen, fair enough. By God, I'm sweating out because it's not even summer yet, and yet in England right now it's hot as hell. And I'm in my room recording the predictions for you guys. And I've got a very small ventilated room and there's nothing on. I could put my fan on, but I don't want that in the recordings. I'm gonna just have to end this right now. So guys, let me know who you think will win Money in the Bank. And until Money in the Bank review and reactions from review, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Danrvdtree2000 on Xbox Live. Saying bye bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.